If you had a cabinet like this in your library, you were a man of position, of wealth. So you might have had beautiful things that you wanted to hide, not from your wife or from your family, but from the servants, from your staff. You wouldn't want them to know your most intimate collections. And this gets better still. If I close that, and then open one of the other drawers, the brass locks on here are all stamped. All the other locks are stamped Stansbury. And again, he was a lockmaker. He had a patent. But the patent he had was not the same as the Bramah lock. The Bramah lock was supposed to be the first really secure lock. If you didn't have the key, then you couldn't open the lock. And then to finish the front off, we have the cupboard there. As you can see, it's got dividers in there for putting folios in. Again, that ties in with being a library piece, a piece that housed a lot of your collection of artifacts from the Grand Tour. This I would date to about 1785. That ties in with the Bramah lock from 1784 onwards. It ties in with William Cook, who was working at Gillows at that time during the 1780s. In fact, I believe he started work at Gillows during the 1760s and went right the way through to the early 19th century. A wonderful, magnificent piece of furniture. Gillows famous for their choice of the most superb materials. The mahogany on this is, as you can see, absolutely outstanding. Everything from the plinth base right the way through. And here's a little thing. Every time they made one of these, they were made to a client's particular requirements. And this one must have had heavy books on here because these adjusters here on the easel are all solid brass, as are the feet on the stands. That would have been extra. So the more little details you have on a piece like this, the more expensive it would have been, the more exclusive it would have been. And that's why when we talk about these desks, these library secretaire cabinets, there is a family of them that were made by Gillows for various wealthy people. In fact, one of them is in Abbotsford and was acquired by Sir Walter Scott, the famous writer, the author. And there are others. There's one at Tatton Park as well. And they're all slightly different. They're all variations on a theme. Gillows reckoned that this was the finest work that they could produce. And that was their own words. There we have it, the finest that Gillows could produce.